Hi guys, welcome back to my another video. In this video, I'm gonna discuss about personal service company. Okay, so this is from your advanced taxation syllabus ATX, and this you'll find it in your employment income. Employment income. So personal service company PSC or IR regulations 35 will be applicable. Okay, so this is what your personal service company rules. So yeah, let's begin. Now I'll show you normal company in normal scenario. Look at this. Now, if an individual is working like, okay, let's avoid. Let me make a diagram and then do. See, ACCA is an organization, and I am Nishi. Okay. Now, suppose I teach directly through ACCA. Okay, I'm teaching directly through ACCA. Now, I'll be an employee for ACCA. I'm providing service. Okay, this is service provided, and I'm an employee for ACCA. So, Nishi is an employee. Hmm, shortcut. Okay. Now, if I am an employee, then as an organization, ACCA will have to pay employer NIC, ER NIC, ER class 1A NIC, 1A NIC, and also has to deal with my also has to contribute into my occupational pension scheme. Just a second. Also has to invest in my occupational pension scheme, right? Pension scheme. So that's it. Now these are the things. Okay. Now if I am an employee directly with ACC, whatever the income I get on that, I'll have to pay NIC, employer NIC. I'll have to pay pension contribution out of my income. And if my income is more than the additional rate band is 125,140. If my income is more than this, okay, then I'll not get the personal allowance, right? Okay, there are some situations where you can do the personal allowance review in case you have investment in your personal pension scheme and qualifying donations. If you have made qualifying donations, then you can review for it, but in general cases I can take that. Or if your income is more than that, okay, which does not qualify for which gives you personal allowance zero, okay, in short. So 12570 is your personal allowance, 12,570. Okay, so this is it. And so no tax benefit. Tax, sorry, no tax now. You're right. You'll have to pay 45% tax. And in case you take as a dividend, okay, from this ACCA, that for executive directors, there's also dividend option. If you take dividend, so for ACCA as well, that dividend will be as an organization, that will again be taxable, because as an organization they are giving me. And for NAC, for me, okay, I'll have to pay tax on it, pay tax beyond 1,000 pounds. Okay, so yeah, dividend will also be taxed. Sorry, text dividend will also be text. Okay. For whatever the service I'm providing to you. See, these are the things normally happens. Now, if you are dealing with a personal service company, now let me explain what is PSC. So this is the rules. I'll explain you once. Let me explain you the diagram, and then I'll explain you. So this is ACCA, okay, and NMN company, and this is Nishi. See, now what will happen? Now, okay, now in the books, this is a personal service company. In India, we have one person company, and it is legal. Okay, in UK as well, PSC is legal, but it's just that for taxation there's different rules, because PSC can be made for tax saving purpose. Okay, so whatever the tax not deducted, that all the tax will be included in that. So that's it with the PSC. Okay, now see, if Nishi will show that Nishi is working with Nishi Malvi and company. Now I'll show as an income that I'm only receiving salary up to which is my exempt amount. So my exempted amount is 12517. Yeah, 12570 personal allowance, right? This is my exempted amount, so I can show that I'm only receiving up to that. If I'm showing that I'm receiving as a dividend as well from this company, then up to 1000 I can show that it is a dividend, and this is gonna be completely exempt. Okay, dividend. So therefore my NIC will also be not there because it is below the NIC level. Okay, now same for the organization, ACC organization, I mean, see, now ACC is not dealing with an employee. Now ACC is dealing with an organization, so they don't have to pay NIC. Okay, no NIC, no occupational pension contribution. Okay, and here also no pension contribution because it's below the level. uh, okay, and here also ACCA won't pay pension contribution. And for me, whatever income I get from here, I can show it as okay, I as an if yeah, sorry, this is my company. Okay, whatever for income I receive from this, I don't have to pay for the company. Maximum tax you pay is 25%, you don't have to pay 45%. So that's one more benefit. That's why PSC is created. Okay, this is the whole structure of the PSC. Now Nishi will provide same ACCA, same service to ACCA, but through a company, and the payment will received by a company. If it's received by a dividend, then dividend for company is completely exempt, and there is no NIC, no occupational pension scheme, no NIC from both the cases. That's why PSC is created, and PSC is profitable for both the individual client and the company as well. Okay, so yeah, just let me go through the rules. Yes, if individual provides service as an employee, then they have to pay salary. That is also tax deductible. Pay is deducted, right? And class 1 employer NIC for business. Okay, uh, business will pay salary and class 1 NIC on. Okay, one thing on salary, sorry, pay here won't come, that will come for employee. But yeah, for business, salary is an allowed expenditure, but if for dividend is not an allowed expenditure, so that's a benefit. Okay, now for individual, if individual pays, then income tax will be that, and class 1 employee NIC will also be payable in normal case scenario. But as for PSC, business will pay fees, that is also tax deductible. Salary was tax deductible, but for business, fees will be payable, that is tax deductible. And on the fees, there is no NIC. Okay, on employment income only, or on salary only there is NIC, no NIC in the fees. Now for the intermediary, ANM and company, Nishi Malvi and company, so corporation tax will be payable, that is lower than the normal tax, lower than the individual tax, right? 25% or 26.5% maximum, right? Dividend, if it's received, if the dividend is paid to an individual, if paid to Nishi, then if it's less than the limit, less than 1000, then it's exempt, or less than 12,570, then also it is exempt. Okay, and then there will be no NIC again. Now for individuals, lower tax will be payable because income will be received less, so lower tax will be payable. No NIC if full dividend is, if everything is paid as in case of a dividend, then zero NIC will be there. If Nishi shows that this is my company, then there will be no NIC. If it's taking as a salary, then there will be NIC. But here, if Nishi shows that this is my company, then there will be no salary. Nishi will receive dividend. Okay, and if it's less than the exempted amount, again exemption limit, again it will be exempted. So that's the benefit for NIC. Now let me show you what is the formula for it. Okay, just a second. See, look at this. I hope my study is visible. Yes. So yes, this is my formula. Whatever income you receive in normal engagement, that you just have to remember this formula. Okay, and then you will get a statutory deduction. Why? Because for setting up a company, you would have incurred some expenditure. That's why this is your statutory deduction. Okay, so you will deduct the statutory deduction, and then you will from that deduct the actual employee's contribution, employer's pension contribution which is paid, employer's actual employer's NIC paid, and actual salary paid, that will be deducted, and then allowed expenditure. So yes, this will be your your allowed expenditure. Again, some legal expenditure, all those allowed expenditure will be there. And then you will have deemed gross salary. You'll get this. Out of this, employer's NIC on the gross payment. So you will calculate, see, 13.8 divide by 113.8. See, I'll show you. See, look at this. Look at the NIC table. What is it? What is the employer NIC? Is it 13.8? So yes, that's the same. Okay. So yes, you will take 13.8 divide by 113.8, and then here, notional deemed salary. You will find out the deemed salary. See, look at this. Whatever the deemed salary you are given, that will include your employer's NAC given. So that's why you need to find out the salary without employer NAC. That's why we are going to use this formula. Okay, and then you will find out the notional salary. Okay. So yes, you can solve this example. See, George provides service through his company Georgia Limited to two clients, Lal Limited and Can Limited. Lal Limited is a small client, purpose of the PSC payroll. Just a second. Okay, small client for the purpose of the PSC of payroll work rules. So they are working as a PSC of payroll work rules. George has reviewed all the engagement and has decided that he would be treated as an employee of Lal Limited if it wasn't for his intermediary company. However, this does not in the case with the Can Limited. So yes, for Can Limited, he is dealing with the PSC. Okay, so income from Lal Limited and income from Can Limited will be there. So yes, okay, sorry, here from income from Lal Limited it is deal as an PSC. Okay, so yes, Georgia Limited paid George a monthly salary of 850. Oh, monthly salary, just multiply it. Okay, hold on. Oh, we'll find out here. It's 10,200 per year. Just think of it. And paid employer NIC for 116 pounds. The only other expense incurred by Georgie was a professional subscription of George for of 3,000 pounds. So yes, look at the formula. And it's the same income from the relevant engagement. So yes, it is, they are dealing Land Limited as in PSC, they are dealing through PSC. That's why whatever the income received from Land Limited, 60,000 minus the statutory deduction 5% of it, then you will get 57,000 actual salary employer NIC paid. So 116. So I'm putting this value. Actual salary you will take for 12 months. So yes, 12 months paid. Allowable expenses, where is it? Yes, this is subscription paid. So yes, 300 as an allowable expenses will be there. This is the deemed gross salary which you got. Out of this deemed gross salary, this deemed gross salary multiply by 13.8 divide by 113.8, because you need to find out what is the actual employer NIC paid. Okay, and this is your notional salary. On this the tax rules will be applicable. Okay. So yeah, guys, that's it about your personal service company, the framing of the personal service company. Rest of all, you can just now, just if you give it a read, it will be easy for you to understand. So yeah, guys, that's it. In case you have any doubts, feel free to connect. Okay, bye bye. See you in the next video. Have a good day.